Welcome back to In the Zone. Linton coach Brian Oliver proved he's more than just a great coach, but a man of integrity. Last Saturday, he realized his team played an ineligible player for just one play in a weak victory over North Davies. He could have hit it, but as he told me, he did the right thing and turned it into the IHSA. The Miners were forced to forfeit the victory, but you know what? Kudos to Coach Oliver for showing your team that there are still good and honest people in the world. So the 5-1 Miners hit the road tonight for a game at North Knox. Miners get off to a bad start. They fumble on their very first offensive play of the game. You talk about a present that's gift wrapped. That's what happens here, and then Linton gets the ball back. 3rd and long. Tyler Muir finds Pierce Jackson for a first down, and then Muir goes to work. This guy over 100 yards rushing tonight. Look at the moves. Whoop! The defender goes right by him. Good. Muir, 4 touchdowns in the ball game. Linton just rolls North Knox 55-7. The Miners knock off the Warriors for the 10th straight time. At North Central, the T-Birds hosted Riverton Park. RP's big fullback, Christian Hutchell, just bowls his way into the end zone. Panthers hanging down 16-12 in the second quarter. Pretty cool moment at halftime for the North Central softball team. They received their 2A state title rings from their championship they won back in June. Third quarter, I know North Central's thrilled to have this guy back and healthy again. And Braden Cooch, the T-Birds QB, rips off 36 yards on the run. 3 plays later, Dawson Basinger is running like his pants are on fire. The North Central freshman, lightning quick, gets in from 17 yards out. Basinger scored 3 times on the ground. North Central rushed for 442 yards in the game. T-Birds win 55-12. Megan.
All over in Illinois, Marshall has certainly returned to fighting shape. Not only do they boast a 5-0 record, but they have also outscored opponents 259-7. The Lions put their perfect record on the line tonight at home against Red Hill. Watch this play carefully. Justin Sanders is an absolute thief. He snags the ball out of Red Hill's Garrett Harper's hands. Marshall ball. The Lions march it all the way down inside the 5. Travis Adams with a little toss back to Derek Miller. 14-0 Marshall. Time expiring in the first half. Red Hill's defense makes a heads up play, sacking Adams, but it did not matter because Marshall wins this one 35-0, improving to 6-0 on the season.
Time now for our Sports 10 Spirit Award. We start with the West Vigo fans. A lot to cheer for tonight. You saw our next one, the Northview fans. They're begging for that Sports 10 Spirit Award.
They want it real bad.
Vincent's Lincoln, they want it for the basketball season. They're always great down south. And I saw the North Central fans. They were chanting my name, and I've said it before. Quickest way to get that to stop, you put the camera on them, and they just start cheering. So that's how they got on camera tonight. Next up is our Sports Hit Smashes of the night. South Vermilion's Keaton Cheesewright.
It's a great name.
You like that name, delivering a big hit.
Name.
North Vermilion's Alex Certain and Drew Bukos teaming up for the hit. What is it, teamwork?
Making the dream work.
There you go. And Bloomington South, Tommy Richardson, not from our coverage area, but man, when you deliver a hit like that, you're going to find a way to make it on the Sports 10 Smashes of the night. Time for the Subway sub of the game goes to North Vermilion's Evan Weir. What didn't this guy do tonight? 13 tackles on defense, also had a rushing and receiving touchdown.
Jack of all trades.
That's right. Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Now, time now for the Sports 10 Top 5 Fantasy Stars of the night. And Megan, we had a serious debate on this tonight. Lots of great performances led by the guy on top, North Vermilion QB Cody Wright. 6 touchdowns.
Not a bad night at all. You can't argue with complain about 6 touchdowns. It's definitely because the decal's not on their helmets anymore. It's got to be.
Coach Crabtree playing mind games with his team, but it's working up there in Cayuga. Dawson Basinger, just a freshman, 4 touchdowns. What a game for him tonight. You got KZ Westfield's QB Christian Kokenauer. He gets them back in the win column. 339 total yards and 4 TDs. Tyler Muir, what can you say? 2 rushing touchdowns. He had a pick 6 and a punt return for a touchdown. What doesn't Beyonce do?
Nothing. He does everything. Beyonce does everything as well.
And Marshall running back Derek Miller, 146 rushing yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns as he helps the Lions improve to 6-0 on the season. Congrats to all the fantasy stars of the night. That does it for In the Zone. Have a great weekend.